Hey, it's another episode of Spontaneous Chuck. Today we're having a cooking show. I don't cook very well. No, I take that back. I cook every single freaking day because somebody else in this house doesn't know how to. Anyway, we just came back from Maine, and all points, well, basically south of that. You're supposed to say Salem, north. I've got this like chest cold, like a head cold. I'm sure you can hear it. Maybe it makes me sound like Vin Diesel a little bit, Riddick, or who else talks like that. Anyway, so I decided that I needed to make some kind of dinner that's going to really clear me out. And the only thing I could think of was my 5-alarm Firehouse thermonuclear color cleansing chili. So I've got some of the things we're going to put in it. And this might seem, because everybody has their own style of chili, first of all. Some people put it over mashed potatoes. Some people like it dry. Some people like it real soupy. You know what? I have my own style, and this is exactly what we're going to show today. We got some celery. We got some radishes, onions. Son of a bitch. I'm already making a mess. Cap in the water of the dog food. I've already got the beans in there. And listen, if kidney beans too big, pinta beans. That's what I like to call them. Some people call them pinto beans. I like to call them pinta beans. I like to call them Mexican jumping beans, baby. Anyway, got my spices. Got some black powder, cayenne pepper. J.W. Pepper. That's a James Bond reference there. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and brown my meat. When I get done browning my meat, I'm going to come back and cook this hamburger. That's a cooking joke. I get it. I'm going to brown my meat. And then, after I get all that stuff done, we're going to dice all this junk up. And before we put it all together and start mixing, we're going to show you kind of like what it's like. But before... What are you getting at? I'm going to be cooking here. I'm going to be cooking here. I'm going to be cooking here. Snooze you lose. Anyway, so we're going to take a couple seconds here to get this stuff ready, and then I gotta wipe the counter off, and then we'll be back to show you my 5-alarm Firehouse Mexican thermonuclear color cleansing chili that will set you up and make you feel free. So anyway, give me a second. Mamma mia, I'm going to beat that girl next time I see her. Woo! We are cooking it up pretty good here. Anyway, we got 2.5 pounds of hamburger over here. Some people really don't like, and I tell you what, the secret ingredients to anything spontaneous, Chuck, when you're cooking up your hamburger, you want to make sure you really beat your meat like I'm doing here, because you don't want to get chunks of meat in your chili. At least I don't like that. Big chunks of meat in your mouth just isn't the greatest sensation when you're eating food. At least, like I said, not in my particular circumstance. Alright, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. But anyway, one of the big things that I like to season my meat with is teriyaki sauce, brought to you by Brought to you by Kroger's. 2 for $1, only on Wednesdays with your Kroger card. Love teriyaki sauce. That's junk. Works wonders. Used to use a lot of Worcestershire sauce or soy, something like that. Never soy sauce. Teriyaki sauce, way better. But anyway, I got this meat going here. It's 2.5 pounds of hamburger, by the way. Okay, so anyway, come on. What I use a lot of extra virgin olive oil, for sure, too. Of course, the pan and all this, we're going to be using some V8 for the sauce. That's spicy hot. Use the food processor here. Taking the vegetables that we've cut up here, the radishes, the celery, the onion that's all gone. Basically, I'm making a hodgepodge of it, right? Because you're going to put it all in here, and I like to mince it up. Real tiny like this. Now, the reason is that when it cooks, it softens it up, A, a lot faster, and B, it's once again a lot easier. It almost makes it, it just makes it more. You don't get big chunks of junk in your mouth. I'm not into like chewing on things. I'm not into like just I like it a lot easier on my spoon. I just put it in. I'm like, whew, plethora of tastefulness. So anyway, that's what's going on here. Got this going on. I'm currently working on the beans. Come on over here. Don't be bashful. I got the beans. I'm working on the sauce now. This is going to be for all the special ingredients and special sauce or spices and junk. I have a very special blend, which I'll show you right here. You can't see it. It's secret. So I'm working on that. Next time you see us, hopefully we'll have it all together, cooking on the stove, or maybe we'll do it in the transfer process. That's what, so you'll get the hint of how everything works. And then we'll be making the bread bowls. After all this is done, hopefully the bread bowls will turn out okay. And you know what? We're going to put our 5-alarm smoking hot, cigarette burning, throat blistering. You know what? There was one time I was at the mountain lair. And this shows you how hot things can get. And everybody's had hot things. You know, I had, first of all, pizza. They had a Little Caesars in the mountain lair. And I went, it was me and Steve Chevron, and boy, who else? Andrew? I can't remember, but we were pretty messed up. So we went to the mountain lair and got this Little Caesars pizza. As soon as I'm telling you what, that cheese was like battery acid, because it kind of hit the roof of my mouth. The whole inside of my mouth going down my throat was just a big blister. It's probably why I'm talking like this now. Granted, that was 20 years ago. I just started talking like this 2 days ago. But it's for sinuses, has nothing to do with cigarettes. Because I don't smoke and that shit's bad for you. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get back to cooking. Whenever things are done, call me. I'm going to come out. We're going to be cooking on the stove here, cooking hard. And then when it's time to transfer, I'm going to come put the control. We're going to turn the camera back on, and we'll come in here, and we'll coat, and we'll show you how it's all working out, because it's working out fantastic.